Whenever the political, economic, and social history of Lagos is being written, women would take prominent space. Powerful women figures like Efuroye Tinubu, Alimotu Pelewura, Abibatu Ashabi Mogaji, Oyinkosola Abayomi, and more play key roles in the emergence of Lagos as an economic hub and socially vibrant city that we're seeing today. This week's episode on Inside Lagos, our focus is on conversation and discourse spearheaded by women to deepen development in Lagos State. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeniyi, and you're welcome to Inside Lagos. At the just concluded National Women's Conference organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, COWLSO, facilitators urged the federal and the state governments to work together and address socio-economic challenges facing Nigeria, like rising unemployment, poverty, insecurity, and proliferation of arms, among others, all under the main topic, Spring Forth, Stand Out. At the event, Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, also endorsed Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for second term in office. We were there. The women gathered here with the theme Spring Forth, Stand Out, a topic specifically aimed at encouraging them to understand the need to stand out and be exceptional in all their endeavors.
The world is indeed in need of solutions, and as women, we owe it to ourselves to emerge into better versions of ourselves as we spring forth and keep pushing forward to make a positive difference.
Governor Sanwo-Olu, after commending the contributions of women to various philanthropic interventions in the state, urged them not to be deceived by people who don't know what governance is all about comes 2023 elections.
Things that doesn't divide us. How can somebody in today's age be talking about Lagos for Lagos? We can say to them that Lagos is larger than anyone plan. Lagos is bigger than anyone river. Lagos is mightier than anyone being.
During his goodwill message, Rivers State Governor drummed support for Governor Sanwo-Olu's second term.
The Governor of Center of Excellence, by the grace of God, who will be a second-time governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, my participating in this conference as a dependent now, it is sweet us. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. As I'm happy, it depends them. As it depends them, it fit us. I don't honor invitations when I know there's nothing to learn. I honor this invitation because I know there's something I'll go home with. I like to copy good things. I don't copy bad things. I don't copy ethnicity. If someone is not doing well, even if he belongs to my party, I won't come. So, for me, if you're in my party and you're not doing well, you won't see me. If you're not in my party and you're doing well, you will see me. And that is what I stand for. And I will not regret to say that I'm in support of you. I don't want to talk the other one. On behalf of the women of Rivers State, my dear wife, we support this so you can continue with the laudable project with a sum of 300 million.
As it depends them, it suits us well.
Mother of the Day, Aisha Buhari, salutes the courage of Lagos and Rivers State governors for putting women at the center stage of their government.
We thank God for having some governors that are sensible and considerate, considering women have a voice in the society.
A lawyer and a qualified alternate dispute resolutor, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, bagged COWLSO's 2022 Inspirational Woman of the Year award for contributions to the development of persons living with disabilities. The worrisome state of insecurity in Nigeria prompted the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, COWLSO, to make security a major topic for discussion on Day 2 of its 2022 National Women's Conference here in Lagos. The rising spate of terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, cultism, ethnic crises, as well as herders and farmers clashes constitute devastating threats to security of lives and property in the country.
As a man of quintessential significance.
Seasoned journalist and analyst Babajide Kolade Otitoju was invited to deliver a lecture on the topic, Insecurity, a Threat to National Development. Kolade Otitoju railed out reasons for government to move aggressively to defeat banditry.
In northern Nigeria, we have energetic women, but these women cannot go to the farms anymore because they are like endangered species. They are targeted by bandits who rape them, who turn them to sex slaves. When there is insecurity and people can't access their farms, of course, agri production will go down, and that will lead to food insecurity and an increase in poverty.
In the recommendations made by the facilitator and the chairman of the session, traditional rulers and parents must play key roles in tackling crime in Nigeria.
Sometimes when our security forces want to carry out an operation, they announce to the whole world. Of course, they are not fools. Let's give the traditional rulers a greater role and let's make them accountable. The traditional rulers must be empowered.
You, as our women folk, as our mothers, it starts from there. If we have children in schools that we are struggling to pay school fees, and that child is coming home with a phone of 1 million naira without challenging her, it is one of two things. If she's not trading in school, she must be doing some other things. She must be agents for some other people.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
At the end of the lecture, COWLSO officials presented plaques of appreciation to the speakers. It's the gala night at the 22nd National Women's Conference organized by the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, COWLSO. At this event, a civil servant with the Lagos Island local government, Adebisi Kushawe, won a brand new sports utility vehicle 6 months after she was involved in an accident. The wife of the governor and chairman of COWLSO, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, said the story of Ikushawe was an emotional one. Also, a 74-year-old woman, Olushola Oyedele, popularly known as Iyaluku Mushi, won a 2-bedroom apartment at Lagos Homes, Shongotedo. Mrs. Oyedele, who has been a politician in Lagos since 1974, could not hide her joy when a ticket number for the raffle draw was announced by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. A retired permanent secretary in the State Civil Service, Abiola Liadi, also won a return ticket to Turkey during the raffle draws. It's day 3 and the final day of the 22nd National Women's Conference organized by COWLSO. With the 3-day exercise, these women have engaged in intellectual and emotional trainings under the major theme of the year, Spring Forth, Stand Out. The Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials is a community-based gender organization established primarily to complement efforts of government officials in bringing about development and improving the welfare of Lagosians in terms of health, education, poverty alleviation, and other matters that concerns women, children, and the elderly. Different facilitators have lectured on subtopics, including smart investment, overcoming adversity with confidence, parenting, workable genotype, newborn screening, insecurity, women in politics, among others. All of these formed the body of the Communique.
Women should come out, gather together, and make sure our vote counts. We are equal to the task, and we should be carried along.
For the chairman of COWLSO, women should participate in curbing the security challenges bedeviling the country.
To ensure that this country is safe, to ensure that poverty is eradicated. It is only when poverty is eradicated, it's only when there is security in the country that people want to come to Nigeria to come and invest. Let's still work on this security issue from the women's perspective.
Let's give him the woman.
Lagos State Governor, represented by his deputy, Obafemi Hamzat, used the occasion to tell women and all Nigerians that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu brain is what Nigeria needs now.
If we want a nation that our own children, our grandchildren will be happier than us, it is time to go and vote for a man who has done it before. People forget that in 1999, this state was bankrupt. A lot has happened, and the foundation was led by that man, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
A talk show host and media executive, Funmi Iyoda, and former Lagos First Lady, Abimbola Jakonde, bagged Appreciation Award for Friends of COWLSO. Former National Women Leader of the All Progressives Congress, the late Kemi Nelson, also bagged same award posthumously for contributions to COWLSO over the years. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has inaugurated newly built 150 blocks of classrooms and 1,386 bed hostels in 15 schools across the 6 education districts in the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu unveiled the schools projects and virtually inaugurated them at the event organized by the Special Committee of Rehabilitation of Schools, SCRIPS, in Alausa, here in Lagos. The virtual inauguration was conducted in order not to disrupt academic activities at the benefiting schools. Education is a key pillar in the theme's agenda of the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu in Lagos State. As such, the state government has continued to embark on expansion of school infrastructure in the state. In its latest efforts, the administration built 150 blocks of classrooms and 1,386 bed hostels in 15 schools across the 6 education districts in Lagos. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu unveiled the school projects and virtually inaugurated them at the event organized by the Special Committee on Rehabilitation of Public Schools, SCRIPS, at Alausa.
Lagos State Model Junior College, Meron. Okay, so this is Badagry Junior Grammar School, hostel block.
The inauguration coincided with the unveiling of Compendium of School Infrastructure Transformation carried out by the committee since its creation in 2019 to revamp public schools. With the inauguration of the projects, SCRIPS has successfully completed a total of 1,047 newly constructed and fully furnished classrooms in public schools across the state. During the inauguration, Governor Sanwo-Olu said his administration is committed to providing access to quality learning through regular investment in education and technology in line with the objectives of his theme's agenda.
Investing in education is one of the most important investments any society or any government that known is worth can make to secure the future and the future of the leaders that we all see at the back of the road today. Our focus on education is predicated on several complementary interventions, including physical infrastructure, technology, teachers and learning environment, students' welfare, and the reduction in the number of out-of-school children in the state. And so when we came on board, one of the things we decided to do was to build on the educational legacy of all of our predecessors. In secondary education, we set up and we re-inaugurated the Special Committee on Rehabilitation of Public Schools in Lagos State, SCRIPS. And so you can see that SCRIPS is actually less than 3 years old. And all of the things they've done, we can see that within less than 3 years, they've done all of these interventions. And if we don't know, they've done this intervention even in 1 year of almost COVID. And I think we deserve all of the applause that we've given to them today.
The governor urged the beneficiaries to make good use of the facilities and appealed to communities yet to benefit from the scheme to be patient as the intervention continues.
To the schools that are benefited, I ask you to use these facilities and to protect them jealously and use them responsibly. Shun all form of vandalism or carelessness and treat this building as public goods that must be maintained for future generations.
Chairman of the committee, Hakeem Smith, said they have achieved significant coverage in revamping dilapidated school infrastructure across the state.
The works that Mr. Governor has done with respect to revamping the infrastructure in schools, in Lagos State schools, we, through the Special Committee on Rehabilitation of Public Schools, we would want to first appreciate, very importantly, Mr. Governor, for this initiative and vision to bring back the committee to take charge of this task. And very sincerely, we've worked very well with the Ministry of Education. There is no project, I must stress, no project that we've done in scripts that they don't sign off on. The students, please. The students, we need to appreciate Mr. Governor today, Mr. Sellable, Mr. Education, Mr. Talk and Do.
The projects came with new school designs introduced by the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration, including composite furniture, lavatories, and laundromats. The Lagos State Government Roadmap and Master Plan, designed in 2020 and 2021 to scale up emergency response across the state, is now in full operation. For the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency and Fire Service, the content of the roadmap have been completed up to 75%. At a press briefing, the special advisor to the state governor on special duties and intergovernmental relations, Mobolaji Ogunlende, reiterated the government's commitment to saving lives and property in the state. Mr. Ogunlende said the yet-to-be-inaugurated newly constructed fire stations are meant to decentralize emergency response units across the state, adding that 62 new firefighting trucks procured to shorten response time are meant to save lives and property within the shortest reasonable time. Governor Sanwo-Olu is set to embark on a 3-day inauguration of projects starting from 25th to 28th of October. The projects are aimed at providing better ways of managing emergency cases in every part of the state.
We're expecting to commission about 62 fire trucks that has been procured by this administration. We expect to commission them and also strategically allocate them to locations to help combat fire, combat emergency responses, as well as make Lagos a better and safer place to live in. Whenever there's an issue, everyone tends to want to be on scene. But again, We are continuing to reorientate our personnel and our staff to ensure that they are professional at all times and to see how they can manage the crowd whenever there's an incident. We are continuing to have sensitization programs, and of course, all our officers are already, as it's been implemented, they're going to continue to be reorientated to see how they can ensure they can discharge their duties professionally whilst giving response to casualties.
The infrastructure in terms of transportation has been greatly improved. Within a short period, you'll be having train movement. You can see our waterways being improved on and capacity is being built. So with that, with shortening how we need to respond, with shortening the response time, we are on top of it. And the most key about it is that while the state is doing their bit, we appeal to good people of Lagos State to do their bit. While we are moving, blowing our siren, they need to give us way. And we are also using the BRT way to handle things.
This administration, Mr. Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, have done much for fire service in terms of medical screening, medical attention. We have it on yearly basis for all the staff of fire service. The injured one of the injured one got 15 million just 2 weeks ago for compensation. 15 million, and others injured one has been taken care by this administration. The infrastructure put in place, has boosted the morale of the firefighters. You know, when you have a conducive environment to work, you will be delighted in working, and that has been the strength. Mr. Governor has been trying for the staff. We call him Baba Fire, and the Baba Fire of our own era.
Youth in Lagos have staged a campaign rally to show their support for the presidential candidates of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the party's governorship candidate in the state, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for the 2023 elections. The rally, organized by Seyi Tinubu, is the third of such to be staged in Lagos for the APC since the commencement of campaigns for the 2023 elections in the state.
As early as 7 in the morning, supporters of the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, trooped out to rally support for them. The youth carried various items symbolizing the APC, including brooms and flags, as they marched from Maryland on Mobolaji Bankantoni Way to Police College in Ikeja, the state capital. They also carried large banners with bold pictures of Tinubu, his running mate Kasim Shettima, Governor Sanwo-Olu, and his running mate Obafemi Hamzat. The managing director of Primary Transport Limited, Fola Tinubu, said Asiwaju will replicate his achievement in Lagos at the national stage.
This is what Nigeria youth need. And God willing, 4 years from now, everybody will be clamoring for another 4 years.
For the Deputy Governor of Kogi State, Edward Onoja, Tinubu has the capacity to lead Nigeria to a greater height.
Like they say, the future belongs to the youths. If a man has shown his capacity to plan a Lagos state for 24 years successfully, it therefore means he has the ingredients, capacity, intelligence on how to plan for the future of the Nigerian youth, which he has shown in Lagos excellently.
The APC National Women Leader Betta Edu said a Tinubu presidency will bring inclusion and development to Nigeria.
He will give young people a seat at the table, and he will include us in government, not just any positions, from ministerial appointments all the way down.
Some of the supporters also expressed confidence in his ability to deliver.
To bring the youth together, to sensitize the youth, to tell them the reason why they need to vote for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2023.
Tinubu and Kasim Shettima have the vision and mission to deliver our nation and to rescue Nigeria.
Asiwaju, Sanwo-Olu, Shettima, Hamzat can only make that happen.
Lagos has been very peaceful.
This is the third major rally for Tinubu in Lagos. The first was held on the 3rd of October by women who took to the street to show their support for Tinubu. The second rally took place 2 weeks ago and was organized by the chairman of Lagos State Parks and Garages Management Committee, Musili Akinsoya, popularly known as MC Oluomo.
It's election season in Nigeria, and citizens are expected to play their roles in ensuring that the process is credible and peaceful. Do not hesitate to play your own part. And there has been a package on Inside Lagos. Many thanks for being a part of it. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeni. See you next time. Bye-bye.